Ain't nobody here yet. Loading up a pipe with some Penzance. Esoteric Penzance. I guess that was upside down for y'all, but got this from Smoking Fireman. Just got done with supper. I tried to dump my pipe. Oh, somebody's there. Now you're just trying to watch a fool try to light his pipe. Nice sitting church warden from Andy. Love this thing. Evidently the Penzance needed just a little bit of dry time. This is really good. Never had this before. Drank some spruce tip. It's almost lit, I promise. I only got about a third of it with an actual cherry on it. Somebody else is out there. Hope everybody's having a good evening. We're starting to get snow again. Calling for upwards of an inch. Can't actually see who's watching. You just joined in, smoking my Andy Everett custom sitting church warden. Look at that. Yeah, buddy Ben, it's pretty freaking amazing. I don't know how or why it happened. You know, this Penzance is really good. Just forget I said that, Ben. I don't actually have any. You need to send more. Andy! Look at it. It's amazing. Oh, Artisan's Blend. I'm so happy you probably, or that I found that and you jumped on it. It's not a blend worth missing out on. Nick! Hope you're doing well, buddy. How's your guys' weather? It's snowing here. If you want a shaky live, I can take you outside. It's kind of annoying at this point. It's been snowing since September. Been nice, and then now it's thawing. It's not a blend that you can miss out on. It really isn't. I may have ordered a few more tins of it as well. Just so I have enough for when it does disappear. You know what? I think I can get something close to this Penzance. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research. There's never enough of any blend that you enjoy. Buy it when you can. It's on its way, Andy. I'm really bummed because I forgot to carve off a little bit for myself to taste it. Really bummed about that. But it just means you're gonna have to do that much better at reviewing it and tell me how it turns out. This thing's awesome. How many church wardens can you actually prop up on something, or just sit down without propping up? I think it's possible. I really do think it's possible making a Penzance plug. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research into it. I'm gonna need some more samples to get a better flavor profile. But I think this is totally copyable. At least get really close. I mean, it's really good, but I almost think it's overhyped. Just it's one of those hard to get blends, so everybody thinks it's unicorn fart, so it's amazing. When do I start work? Tentatively the 24th. Not 100% sure on that. We're still waiting on barge details, so we can actually get our landing craft in there to unload equipment, but so don't you be sending any of that back, Andy. That's all yours. I can recreate it. I have the technology and the ability and the notes on what all I did. What? You farted? Now there's been a few folks asking about logging everything. So I've got that page, the backside, that page, the backside. Inverted, what's up? That page. Well, that's mostly addresses and people to get back to about making stuff. Nothing on the backside of that page. More with some ideas mixed in. And the backside of that. More addresses. The entries into the VR. Really should have gave this just a little bit of dry time. So I know all you future folk, it's getting later in the evening and probably dark. It's still daylight here. What time is it? Only 8:30 here. Didn't know if anybody was actually gonna be up to watch or anything. That stuff's really good too. You guys got are fans of IPAs and you have a dealer that actually has Alaskan Brewing Co. beer, look for it. Do you ever sleep, Reed? I mean, really? I mean, it seems like every time I message you, you're awake. Starting to wonder about your sleeping habits. I've never had that, and I really want a freehand cob inverted. I am quite jealous. It's a 7 Ellie blend, okay. See, I've had a few esoterics. Nothing's blown me out of the water yet. You're making a hardwood freehand, Andy? You might just want to earmark it for me. I think that'd be sweet. Are you just gonna rusticate the top, or you gonna find something gnarly to do it with? I mean, don't get me wrong. This Penzance, it's good. I would definitely smoke it again. But from how everybody was saying what it's like, oh yeah, Briar, Andy. Sweet. I do like my freehand. Can you make it sit and have a long stem so it's a Warden? I may be a few drinks in at this point. I apologize, guys. We just got done with supper. See, that's my thought, Nick, or Nicholas. I don't know what you actually prefer, so I feel bad saying Nick sometimes. But same with like the Germains and a few of the others that are harder to get. Would they be as sought after? That's a good question. Thank you, Inverted. Yeah, I was really happy with the way that turned out. Come on, stay up. Nothing wrong with cobs, Reed. I love my corn cobs. Let's see if we can do this without breaking everything. Do a live. I actually have far more cobs than what's there. But that's my rotation of pipes at the moment. Exactly, Nick. Both work. Both chooch. I enjoy the cobs more because, well, I don't feel so bad if I take them out and beat the crap out of them. I'll grab something like this or one of my fancier, I don't have any name brand hardwoods by any stretch, to sit back at home and relax, where I know I'm not doing anything, but if I'm operating or mechanicking, I'm grabbing a cob every time. Wow, I really need to dry this out a little bit more. I've got perfect in the middle. The outside ain't burning for poo. Little remix. On which side, Reed, for the cobs or the hardwoods? I mean, I don't have anything special besides the few that I've modded or gotten from people. I've never ran into a cop or any pipe that I haven't been able to get to smoke successfully. I hear all these people or read all the things on Facebook of cheaper pipes not smoking like a high dollar one. I can't compare to the high dollars. Some just... Yes, I am, Cody. I am smoking some of the Penzance right now. But any of the cheap pipes I have might take a little bit different smoking approach, but I can smoke any of them that I have without gurgle, without any issue. It's just more making sure the tobacco's at the right dryness. And you're nice with this. The Penzance is good. I would definitely smoke it again. We were just discussing on how if Esoterica blends were far easier to come by, would they be so highly revered, remarked, however you want to put that? I mean, I'm definitely not blown out of the water, but it's definitely something new and something darn tasty. Phone's gonna ding 3 more times, so you know. Tim, what's up? You caught alive. I didn't get a chance to watch your last video yet, but it's in my roster for after I'm done with this. That's good to hear. I'll have to see if I can't find some and give her a sample. You guys, if you haven't went out and checked out Pipe Tobaccos and Guns, go check him out. He's totally his own person. He's not trying to be like anybody else on YouTube. He's just him. It's really unique experience watching his videos. I can't wait to see how his steampunk pipe turns out. And I like guns, so it's like best of both worlds. Only thing would be better is if he had a bunch of craft beer or really good scotch involved. Live tomorrow. What time, Tim? Any idea? Just so I can kind of try to make sure I catch it. And hopefully my internet will cooperate so I can actually watch videos. Speaking of giveaways, I got mine looming close, so if you guys haven't got your VRs in, do it. That's you too, Tim. Noon your time, so Indiana is, what, 3 hours difference? 4? That's like 8 in the morning for me. What the heck, man? It's Saturday. Making me get up early? That's alright. Central, so it's 3. And if you haven't gotten in on Tobacco, Guns, and Pipes giveaway, go get in on that. It's all it is a comment. 11:39 there now. It is. It just hit 8:40. But yeah, 3 hours difference. 7 in the morning. Or no, you said noon. 9 in the morning. So, just from what I found out doing lives, if you want people to actually watch, what can building cob for my family? I guess they did. That'd be cool, Reed, but back to the live for Tobacco, Guns, and Pipes. From talking to different folks and everything, it seems to work better if you can do it later in the evening when people have time to watch. They're not busy running around doing stuff, working, whatever. Just an FYI. It's whenever you have time to do it, is what it comes down to. That is so cool. Sorry, I'm very enthralled in my pipe right now. Okay, we finally got the right temperature going. I gotta read your last comment again, Reed, sorry. So in a copper mine, so you want to use copper in it some way. Do you have any way of getting access to actual copper fines like you'd get from a mine? Because I think that'd be really cool if you... Let me grab a cob real quick. And take just your basic cob, dig out all the plaster, and inlay it into where the plaster would go. I think that'd look freaking sweet. Inverted, you want some of the vanilla plug? Well, you're gonna have to beg and plead to Andy. That's all his. Traded that for this and the other pipe I got from him. That was a sheer surprise. Yeah, that'd be sweet, Reed. Looking at my list. Tim, you haven't got in on my VR yet. What the heck? Andy lurking in the background, just watching. Random little wink emoji. What's all in Penzance? I'm gonna have to look it up. Definitely protecting more than a few things. Reed, Andy's the guy you need to talk to about cob mods. That guy does some phenomenal work. I'm not sure what to talk about, guys. Not sure at all. I'm just kind of rambling at this point and chiming in on your comments when they come up. Definitely should let it dry a little bit more. I'm getting a little bitey. Oh, very sweet. I haven't actually seen any of... I don't think I've seen any of your pipes, Reed. I didn't realize you did... Or you did mods. And... Tim, Tobacco Pipes and Guns are still on here. Hope my comment made sense yesterday or the day before on the idea I had for your steampunk. I don't know if you're still out there or not, but this is just burning right down through the center. Oh, you're still here. So did my comment with putting the nails in vertically on your second plateau, I guess you could almost call it, or whatever you want to call your bit that's sticking out all the way around, inlaying them vertically. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I don't know. No, I mean, it's your pipe, do what you want. That's just my 2 cents. You guys ever just get frustrated with the pipe and set it down for a day and then pick it back up the next because you know it's going to be dry enough to burn even? It's about what I'm going to do with this. I think it'd be really cool. I mean, you've got that point on it already going all the way around. I mean, not even full-length nails. Even if you just took the heads and just kind of set it so it looks like they should be going all the way through, something along that point, I think it would accent that piece very well. Yeah. It burns pretty, but I can't get it burned even right now, so we're gonna set her to the side for right now. Out of beer. I do still have a little coffee from this morning. That'd be kind of neat. I mean, just hold the nail up, see what you think, but I don't know how Matches does it. He must figure out what he's going to talk about before live starts, or you guys that actually do lives all the time. I just kind of go into it going, meh. I'll talk about what ends up getting talked about. I never go off a script for any of my videos. I'm sure you guys can tell that. It's just me being me. But not actually working on anything right now. I think I might do video tomorrow just twisting up tobacco for storage purposes because my time is getting near of the work season, but don't have any new blends coming up, unfortunately. Should have another Yabo tomorrow. I'm surprised it didn't show up today. I think it was supposed to. It's not easy, Nick. I've had a lot of struggle with being in front of the camera. I mean, that's just not usually how I am. You know, I'm usually pretty much a hermit. I just kind of hang out, work on my projects, and that's it. Or I'm away for work. This is the first time ever doing something like this for me, and it's definitely an eye-opener. I mean, people that do this kind of stuff all the time, it's pretty amazing. Watching some of the presenters on here and how they're just so comfortable on camera. It's, look, I can't say enough, it's just amazing. But really cool at the same time. I'm trying to pick up on a few things from a few folks. I'm sure it'll just come easier with time. But this is really bugging me. I really want to smoke this the rest of the way. Oh. Do I ever do any work on knives? I rehone and sharpen. I really want to get some sort of forge built up so I can use it, but I don't have any indoor place to do it. That's a good point, Nick. I'll come back to that, but I really want to forge, but at 40 below outside. Yeah, you're totally comfortable on camera, Tim. But 40 below outside the middle of winter, I don't think I'd be able to get to move that much steel and actually get anything accomplished. I'm pretty sure it'd come out of the forge onto the anvil, get like 2 strikes, and it'd have to go right back into the forge. My garage just ain't big enough. Once I get my shop built, maybe that'll change. Or I get some little file work. What do you mean by file work? Like using files on knives? Or I've reprofiled pretty much every knife I've ever bought with a file. But back to what Nick was saying. After my intro video to YouTube, I went and watched Don't Make My Mistake from Maxwell's Northwest on just not making the videos. And between that and the crazy influx of support I got from the YTPC is what's kept me going. And now I'm finding myself enjoying it more and more. I really do. It's just being able to reach out and impact other people's lives, or not even that so much, but sharing knowledge is very important to me. I mean, that's how people learn. No, I'm not artistic enough for that. Inverted. What's your real name, if you don't mind sharing, so I don't have to keep calling you Inverted? Whatever your numbers are. 331. Oh no, you're fine. It's just the way lives go. You bounce around. I figured that out. But being able to maybe instill in somebody else to be able to make their own tobacco or something, just it makes me feel good. I'm not in this for fame, glory, or anything. I'm in it to give other people knowledge. And maybe the confidence they need to give it a try. I think I might do a video tomorrow to Sunday on kind of how I got started with the blending. I've touched on it in a couple lives. Stefan, okay. Tim, no, I'm not. So, sorry about that, guys. The little itty bitty island I work on has internet slower than early dial-up and a 2 gig a week data cap. So there's several different different channel owners, I guess, that I'm in contact with. So Steven, sorry, but that way I can be in contact with them and they can essentially give you guys updates. Ben the Bagpiper is one of them for sure. Maxwell Northwest, Phil, he's another one. Smokey Mo, just got in contact with Billy Smock on Boxer. So you'll hear of me, essentially. Letting you guys know, essentially, I'm still alive. Didn't get crushed by something. But I will not be able to make videos while I'm at work. I will, when I come home on R&R, I will do short little videos, catch-ups. Letting you guys know I will be back in the fall. That way, you know that I'm still around and kicking, at least. But even if there was good enough internet service out there, no data cap or anything, I work 7 days a week, between 10 and 16-hour days. Not sick, so with that being said, not a lot of time for videos. Anyways, just me quick tired ramble. I'm not even gonna take a pipe out there with me, I don't think. I might take one cob and a little bit of backy with just for when I do have time, but when I get into work mode, it's just work, unfortunately. Why does it keep coming out of focus? So back to Steven. File work on tangs, no, not at all. I am working on profiling. Just 1 second, let me grab it. I haven't worked on it in a while. It's a machete that I had a guy make for me. I actually heated up to pull some of the temper out. You can see that shine. I don't know how well it's picking up for you guys, but been working on reprofiling the edge. He made it really round. I'm going for more a concave grind on it, per se, all hand file work. Had to straighten the tang on it. It was a bit on the crooked side, and I don't know what he was doing with the bottom drill hole. I don't know what he has in it, whether it's JB Weld or not. This one's really good. That pinhole's really good, but it wouldn't cut for nothing. And at this point, I've got from about here down to where the edge stops to where I can almost shave with it. It's got a little bit more work to go, but once I get it there, it'll be a good bush knife. It's heavy. I plan on taking a lot of weight out of it too. If I do get a forge anytime soon. It was essentially a butter knife before. It wouldn't cut for nothing, but go rub that. I mean, he did a great job on the grips and everything. I'm just gonna reprofile for my hand. I don't know if the videos show it, but I'm not a big fella. Yeah, the shape, I'm not even sure what to call the shape on it. It's not a drop point by no means. It's very blunt front end. So yeah, it does look like a giant butter knife. I will give you that. Maybe I'll hand file in some serrations so I can call it the giant butter knife. I actually kind of like that idea, Tim. Good call. I do think I'm gonna come fall expand my videos a little bit more, not just to necessarily blending tobacco. I'm gonna have to figure out some more stuff just because you guys are gonna get really bored really fast with me just packing presses and rambling on. Figure out some more, maybe I'll go into more stories, kind of like Cobbett of the Shire's been doing. I don't know. We'll see when that time comes. Definitely gonna be missing the YTBC while I'm out. Won't even be able to watch videos, so maybe one a week if it's a short one. But no, short time I've spent with the YTBC, it's been a blast. You guys are awesome. The community is awesome. Everything's getting, seems like just even the short time I've been a part of it, it grows stronger and more united the whole time. So I work construction for an environmental company. We demo and refurbish buildings with, like, let's say asbestos, lead paint, hazardous materials. Very controlled materials. I can't go too deep into it because most of my work is contracted through the military. And like the island I'm going to is very, very military. Air Force. But I did have a job last summer. Spent like, what was it? 16 days out in the bush. Actually, northeast of here in North Pole, about 130 miles northeast, up above the Arctic Circle, up in the tundra, and part of the White Mountains is, I think is what they're called, doing a mine site cleanup. That was a lot of fun. That was probably the most fun I've had at work. Just, we were living out of tents, cleaning up the old metal and everything. There was an old nasty camper up there that had lead paint. A lot of fun. A lot of beautiful country. It was, let's see here, what was it? 26 miles from a main road back in on a not very good road, dragging equipment back there. A couple of pieces of equipment we actually had to walk back there. We had a small dozer that we had to walk all the way back, which, if any of you guys know anything about dozers, they're not fast. It takes a long time. Pleasure talking to you, Steven. I am civilian, Nick. I'm just, the company I work for, I should say, is contracted through the military on this specific job this summer, which I've been out there for jobs past 3 years. Same island. Really cool place. A lot of fun has happened out there as well, but it's an island that's about 2.5 miles wide and 4 miles long. So yeah, but I'm probably, my last video, I'm probably still gonna have a beard. I'm gonna hang on to the beard until last second. I might even just trim it and then shave it the rest of the way once I'm out on island. My fit test is still good through July, so I don't need to be refitted for masks at this point. Good on you, Steven. Always go out there, always search for new pages or new channels to sub to. Even if it's like Reed Nordic Piper. I'm gonna talk him into making it, actually doing stuff. It's not as bad as you think. It sucks for the first few videos, the awkwardness, but then it goes away for the most part. I caught a little bit of your last video, Nick, and then my internet crapped out, so I couldn't finish watching it. So notice definitely you are getting more facial hair than in your previous. Ghost Cub's here. Where's his comment? Or do you guys get to see before I do? Sorry guys, I'm scrolling up through the comments to see if I missed Ghost Cub's comment. There he is. It finally came through on my end. What's up, buddy? Decided to just do a live tonight. Smoking my Andy Everett Sitter, Church Warden. Got some Penzance in there. Night, Steven. Good talking with you. I don't know what else to say, but If you guys aren't already subbed to Ghost Cobb, go do it. His page is awesome. He is very inspirational. I know most of you guys are. He's got some really good content, and I think he's funny as hell on a lot of it. I know I did a big shout out earlier today, but I just feel I can't shout enough folks out in any one video. I like to get other people out. That's just the way I am. I'd rather, okay, not I'd rather, but it's just who I am. If you're somebody, no matter what you are, whether you're inspirational or any of the other adjectives, funny, I don't know. As you can tell, I'm not that great of a public speaker, but I tell it how it is. I have yet to find a YTPC channel that I wouldn't sub. Or, not sub. I've subbed to everyone I found, I think, but wouldn't shout out. I wish I could just do the entire list. And then, like, at the end of most of Oldberg's videos, or at least all the ones I've watched, he says, go out and find somebody new, which I think is amazing. He is one fella that I would really like to get in contact with and be able to talk with more. But can't get to know everybody, right? Let that sit for a while. But I don't. How do you add links? So what I do, I'm doing it all off my phone, which I don't know if you are or not, Tim, but so the links that I want to add, I go to their page, and there's the 3 little dots in the right hand corner up top. Click on that, and there's a share option, and you can either copy the link or it says to send to wherever. I just go through and I start copying them, and once you're got them all copied into your clipboard, when you're uploading to YouTube, I don't know if you're using an editor or not. My editor, it's got to do a load screen through it, and then it says, yes, take it to YouTube. Click that, and then it'll bring up the menu and your video on top, and then you add your title. And then there's the description, which people are either calling the basement, the bucket, the cellar, whatever. In that description, just start pasting them in there. That's how I do it. And I lose track of which one's which, so I can't actually add the title on it. So it just links in there. Like with my shout out I did earlier today. If it's just one shout out, it's pretty easy to type in above it, but when you're doing a lot, at least through the phone, it's a lot harder. I don't know about you guys that are using a computer to do it, if it's easier or not. All you guys in iPhones, am I the only one on Android out here? I know Ben is. I can't run an iPhone to save my life. Those things confuse me. Still not sure on this. Hey, another Android person. Yay, I'm not alone. I know it's just whatever works better for you, being able to figure it out, but Android was far simpler for me. Let's see here. Oh, and I know a lot of you guys are doing long VRs for mine. If you guys want to just do a short one, quick shout out and a quick name for that blend, go for it. It doesn't have to be anything crazy long. Just get your name into the hat. Does end tomorrow. I know there's only, my little thing up there saying there's only 4 people here right now. but trying to figure out what else I can ramble about. I would be totally happy with that, Nick. I'm the same way. I'm pretty sure I should have been born back in the 1800s. I'd do totally fine without all the craziness. But it's really starting to come down out there. I don't know if my phone could take walking about and showing you guys the snow that's going on. It's dumb. I'm ready for dry land, although where I work it rains all the time, but I don't really have anything cool I can show you. All you have is this. So, just kind of playing with it. This is some of the stuff that comes out of the press, and it's actually set up pretty darn hard. It's still pliable. It's like a dry Play-Doh. It smells amazing. Doesn't taste half bad. I have no clue what to do with it. It's not like a El Toro, I don't think, for you guys that know what that is. But it's strange stuff that comes out of the press when you're squeezing tobacco. I know I haven't covered the smokeless end of the tobacco field much. That's gonna be in the fall when I return, but just because there's a lot of, that's an all-day process to make a pound or two of smokeless. Yeah, I wish I could. I really do, Tim. But it's just not in the cards for a few years. There is a chance I might get to go to the Vegas pipe show this winter. There's a chance. Or is it winter or is it spring? But whichever. If the chance does arise, I am going to the Vegas show. I used to go to Vegas once a year for Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, and it wasn't ever timed with it. It has been timed with it the last 2 years. Take it easy, Ghost Cobb. And I'll try my best. Thank you for calling it good work. This is just me being me, so we're rolling up on an hour on this live, and I'm almost out of stuff to talk about, unless like Nick or whoever else is left has any more questions. And it can be pretty much anything. I have no secrets, just some of the stuff with my work I can't talk about, especially not in a public format like this. If my employer or anybody ever saw it, I wouldn't be working anymore, so. But I'm up for, if you guys just have any random questions, and you're very welcome, Ghost Cobb. Very welcome. Serious question. Let's go for it. Ready? I'm sure you guys are typing this way before I get it. I don't know how the time frame actually works for you guys asking versus me answering. Sometimes. Chooch and Briar. And what's my favorite color unicorn? Rainbow. More on the pink side though. I like random stuff like that. It's just fun. What's life if you can't have a little bit of fun with it, right? Definitely want to get to know more of you guys in the YTBC a little bit better. I wish I had more time to watch everybody's videos. Just sit down and watch. Have I done a broken flake yet? Technically, they're all... I think a broken flake's more the shipping aspect than it actually being broken. But, like, when I cut the... Here. Little sneak peek on what some of you folks are getting if you win. Where is it? After I cut the pirate plug, it ends up being a broken flake. Not purposefully, but that's kind of how it happens. I think it's layers of burley that are breaking apart. I don't know how well. Pull it out of the bag. But switch hands so I can see. Come on, focus. There we go. Especially when I do 1-pounders, when you're carving them off, they don't seem to really stick together. Like if you looked at Old Dark Fired or some actual commercial twists, or not twists, but flakes. When they're 3 inches tall, they don't hold up to the cutting. Yeah, it is amazing how hard you can twist him. I was shocked the first time I did it. You can really reef on it and really get some density. I'm going to pull back out of this bag just because he said that. So that is the internal structure of Cobbett of the Shire's twist that I made. It's amazing how tight everything packs in there. That was that 1-pounder. If you guys didn't catch the whole video or don't remember who it was for. Let's see here. This is the Stowe Virginia twist. I mean, is it as tight as a plug? No, but it's darn close. Everybody finds their niches, is the way I call it. And enough time to practice, anybody can do what I'm doing. It was a lot of trial and error trying to figure out, because there's not a lot of info online. Hey, you're in the running, Nick. You might be receiving one of these manila envelopes. Well, message me, Tim, and let me know what you want so I can make sure that I have enough leaf in stock, per se, to be able to make it. It's one thing I'm asking people. If you want something made, let me know a general idea of what you want made so I can add it to my list so I can make sure I have enough leaf. I don't want to run out in like 2 days. I'm pretty sure it's going to be about a 20 or 25 pound order when I do it anyways, because I got to make a lot of snooze and dip for myself when I get back, because I'm going to be pretty well out come the end of the season. Hey, winning's winning, and you can't win if you don't play, right? It's all in the luck of the draw. I have had some pretty good names came up for that one, just thinking about it. And I'm not sure which one to go with. Birdseye Briar. His VR, I actually really liked his for getting into the comments, or getting into the contest. He was name them after who they're made for. Be able to get a little insight into that person. See what they like and go from there. One thing I have a problem with that is I try not to make a bunch of specific blends for a specific person. Yes, that's a good point, Tim. But I'm not in it to make... I mean, I have no problem making a specific blend for somebody, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for my own pleasure and now teaching you guys in the YTC on how to do it yourself. And then, who suggested it? So, Eric Blue Collar Piper, and there was one more. Oh, Pipehead Oregon. Or OR. I'm assuming that means Oregon, but I'm not sure. Also, do it for your area. Or maybe it was Gingerbeard Piper. He might have said that as well. Do it for your area. And Ben actually took off on that because he's pressing his own stuff as well. Oh, you want some Durbar? That's freaking awesome. And I think name it for your areas, or specific to your area, which there's a lot of names I could go with that. I can go Eskimo Inuit, or even just the critters up here, the different mountain ranges and everything. Oh, crumble cakes. Yes, I have done. That's essentially how I started blending and making plugs, twists, and everything. That was the beginnings. Was crumble cakes, just in PVC tube. Then I realized I was going too high a pressure for the PVC tube. I broke in Schedule 40 and 80 both, or I can't get it back out and I have to cut the PVC off. So that's why I upgraded to the steel and then now the aluminum presses. But I've done, let's see here, Hobbit's cake, which everybody knows the recipe for Hobbit's weed, and I just took that and put it in a press and squeezed the bejesus out of it. Actually still have some of that in my cellar. What else have I done? I've done several English crumble cakes. I did a pirate cake essentially with loose leaf, or not loose leaf, but pre-cut tobacco before I found whole leaf, and then that just changed the ball game. Went to plugs and twists from there, but it's definitely possible. It doesn't require near the pressures, but there's something about working with the whole leaf that I enjoy so much more versus pre-cut, ribbon cut tobaccos. Or I guess that's probably the best way I can put it. But it's definitely something I can do. It's very possible. Yes, it is definitely possible to over squish. I don't know if it was live or one of my other videos, but I had a complete failure with that 200 gram plug that I was making for, he's not on YouTube, or he doesn't have a channel with any content at least. I don't remember the name of the channel, but ended up losing most of the leaf actually out through the walls of the press, or not the walls, but through the end caps. My tolerances were set for the C-clamp, how I started, so it was almost impossible to over squish it. As you guys have seen, I weigh all my presses and everything, so part of the process is once everything's loaded with the liquid, it gets weighed. And then it gets weighed when it gets pulled off. And then it gets weighed once it's actually out of the press box, I should say. So the weight that I'm losing is mostly the water weight, the distilled water and Everclear mixture that I use. That is mostly what's coming out. I mean, yeah, it's black, so we are losing some oils and whatnot. I've just been sitting here playing with this like Play-Doh. But do I think that I'm losing too much? I don't. I'm going to try a little bit drier methods, but at the same time, when I did drier methods the time before, I either got mold or it just wouldn't hold together. It was terrible. And if you guys look at, like, get a tin of H&H Old Dark Fired, typically you gotta rub that out or just let it sit out for a little while before it'll actually smoke really well. So there's definitely a lot of extra moisture in that because it's a hot steam press. Which is, Mac Baren was one of the few videos of how they actually make their tobacco, and they got some amazing equipment that I could only dream of ever owning to make life so much easier. But the extra expense in owning all that equipment, keeping it up, or even just the electricity to run it would make it completely unfeasible for me, because I mainly make it for myself, and now I can take some of my overstock. I've eaten this stuff. And I really haven't noticed any nicotine hit, but every time I'm on camera, you guys can't tell, but my upper lip is loaded, if not all the way across. Chooching on a pipe. So nicotine doesn't affect me, but it's just kind of fun to play with. The flavor's there, but it stains your teeth so bad. It's like the El Toro. That stuff, it's alright every once in a while, but it's definitely not an all-day kind of thing. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to start harvesting this stuff come fall to add to my snus, just for that extra flavor profile in there. And I wouldn't say nicotine king, but I am very much a nicotine addict. I enjoy it far too much. You guys can probably tell when I'm smoking a pipe, usually I'm actually smoking it. See if this thing will stay lit this time. Start wearing a patch while I film too. I enjoy the flavors of the tobacco too much just to wear a patch. Plus I hear those things will give you crazy dreams. There's a good cherry. Very ashy. I should have knocked the ash off the top of this. Came through a lot better. Actually, just got a text message from a buddy asking what the hell my YouTube channel name was. Ooh, that's actually, oh, it's had some time to dry and whatnot. It's actually gotten better. Definitely next bowl of this stuff I load up, I'm gonna give it some dry time. Well, we're getting close to the hour and 10-minute mark. It's getting darker outside here. What's the temp here? It's below 32. I think last time I checked it was like 26 and snowing. Tomorrow we're supposed to be up in the 40s, so it'll be back t-shirt weather, no problem. I've been outside working all day and just this. I was up on old guy's roof, fixing where the snow slid and tore up his chimney and whatnot. But the time frame we're at, I want to go in and relax. You guys keep her smoky. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, or enjoy the weekend, or enjoy the rest of your evening. I know I am. Come up with something for a video tomorrow, whether it's just a ramble or whatnot, but I will catch you guys later. You guys have a good night. Sweet, I will try my best to catch it, Tim. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.